with a lineup of horror films, the slogan of which claimed that early audiences threw up from how scary they are. 2024 surely promised and delivered when it comes to entering into a world of antichrists, devils, ghosts, serial killers, and face-hugging aliens. These top-tier horror films will keep your mind and dreams distracted in the event that the actual world becomes too terrifying for you to handle. Here's a list of the top 10 horror films that have been released in 2024 up to this point. Number 10. Cuckoo.
You were chased by a woman.
I think I'm crazy. Let's go.
Some species need our help.
When there is no other term to describe it, Cuckoo is insane. It ranges from being completely insignificant to being really frightening. In Cuckoo, Hunter Schafer, who plays Gretchen, a 17-year-old girl, is compelled to relocate with her family to the German Alps. Sydney Sweeney is not the only Euphoria star to face horrific fear at the hands of unimaginable evil. The terrifying visions and scary glimpses of hooded persons and ladies who are vomiting are a constant source of distress for her. Gretchen's life takes a sinister turn after her family relocates to the German Alps for her father's work. Strange occurrences and chilling apparitions haunt her, hinting at an ominous force tied to their new environment. As she uncovers unsettling truths, the line between reality and horror blurs, leaving her desperate to unravel the mystery and survive. Number 9. Immaculate.
Suffering.
Sydney Sweeney, who was a long way from Euphoria, made her debut in the horror genre by donning a nun's habit. She quickly distinguished herself as one of the most recent and terrifying scream queens of this era. In the film Immaculate, Sweeney plays the role of Cecilia, a devoted woman who has been offered admission into an Italian, prestigious convent in the countryside. If her new home weren't swarming with demons, the setting would be gorgeous. Cecilia finds the convent to be more dangerous than she could possibly expect it to be, and this is assuming that she, a virgin, did not suddenly become pregnant with the new Virgin Mary. In Immaculate, the story delves into themes of religious devotion and the fragility of belief when confronted by sinister forces. Cecilia's struggles with her faith and the eerie atmosphere of the convent are amplified as she faces a terrifying transformation that challenges her understanding of purity and sin. The film explores the complexities of female empowerment and vulnerability, making it a chilling exploration of both the mind and the body. Number 8. A Quiet Place, Day 1. In the midst of this urban nightmare, there is a woman who is nearing the end of her life, a British guy who won't stop following her about, and the cat that she is attempting to save, which is, to tell you the truth, a delightful change of pace in comparison to the number of dogs that appear in films about the end of the world. In A Quiet Place, Day 1, the audience is drawn into the tense and eerie world of an alien invasion, where the silence is more deafening than ever. The film explores the initial chaos, showcasing humanity's desperate attempts to survive, and offers deeper insights into the creature's motives. Amidst the turmoil, a unique bond forms between a woman facing the end of her life, a relentless British man, and a cat, offering a refreshing twist to the usual portrayal of survival in apocalyptic settings. Number 7. Maxine.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
I can handle myself.
So said every dead girl in Hollywood.
It is the 1980, and Maxine Minks is on the verge of making her debut in the Hollywood film industry. On the other hand, when a murderer begins to target Hollywood starlets, a gory threat is discovered that leads back to her violent history. As a result of the tragic consequences that have occurred in the past as a consequence of Maxine's responses to threats to her reality and perceived reality, the concluding chapter of this tantalizing trilogy is a blood-curdling experience. Maxine builds on the dark, unsettling tone set by its predecessors, with a striking trailer featuring Mia Goth in a moment of raw vulnerability as paint covers her face. Set in the 1980s, the film follows Maxine Minks as she pursues her dream of breaking into Hollywood, but soon becomes entangled in a series of brutal murders targeting starlets. As Maxine's violent past resurfaces, the film delves deeper into the terrifying consequences of her actions, culminating in a shocking and bloody finale that ties together the trilogy's twisted narrative. Number 6. The First Omen.
What does any of this have to do with Carlita?
I believe the girl is to be the mother.
Mother of what?
The story of Margaret, a woman who goes through a crisis of faith after discovering a scheme to bring forth practically the Antichrist in Rome, is told in The First Omen. This film gives a frightening face to the expression evil incarnate, and it depicts the story of Margaret, a prequel to the film The Omen, which was released in 1976. We find Margaret, an American nun, smack dab in the middle of a Catholic orphanage in Rome. She is being led by demonic hallucinations, instructions to look for the mark, and a search for memories that she had forgotten. She works hard to avert the end of the world. The First Omen takes us back to Rome, where Margaret, an American nun, struggles with a crisis of faith after uncovering a sinister plot to bring forth the Antichrist. As she navigates through haunting demonic visions and clues that point to a forgotten past, Margaret becomes increasingly desperate to stop the impending apocalypse. This chilling prequel to The Omen explores her internal battle and quest for redemption as she confronts evil forces threatening to reshape the world's destiny. Number 5. Abigail. As soon as they are recruited to take the little daughter of an unknown and affluent man, a ragged crew of crooks crosses the threshold into the realm of child abductors. They have made it abundantly apparent that they want you to remain in this mansion for a whole day with the child. It is revealed that the young and innocent child in question is a violent and sadistic vampire who has a bloodlust that is comparable to that of Dracula. Because they are confined for the night in this home of horrors, they have no choice but to either find a way to escape or eliminate this demonic youngster who is hunting them down one by one. In this thrilling tale, a group of criminals is tasked with abducting the daughter of a wealthy, mysterious man, only to find themselves trapped in a mansion with their captive. As they settle in for what they believe will be a simple job, they quickly learn that the seemingly innocent child is actually a sadistic vampire with a bloodlust rivaling Dracula's. Forced to survive the night in a house of horrors, the criminals must either escape or face the terrifying child, who picks them off one by one with relentless demonic fury. Number 4. Longlegs.
Because you are the dark.
In this film, which lovers of Silence of the Lambs absolutely must watch, Nicolas Cage delivers a performance that is not only fantastic, but also horrifying, and won him an Academy Award. The plot of an unresolved serial murderer case that has been going on for years is revealed in the film Longlegs. Lee Harker, an FBI agent, possesses a miraculous talent. She is a clairvoyant who has a mystery link to this particular investigation. There is a reopening of the investigation because dark forces are at work. The only way for Harker to stop the killer before he commits another murder is for him to tug on that mysterious thread. In Longlegs, the plot delves into the eerie connection between the FBI agent Lee Harker and a long unsolved serial murder case, with dark, supernatural elements playing a central role. As the investigation unfolds, Harker's clairvoyant abilities become crucial in understanding the killer's motives and stopping him before he strikes again. The film explores themes of fate, the unknown, and the power of hidden connections, making it a chilling ride for those who enjoy psychological thrillers. Number 3. Oddity.
My sister would never allow a strange man into her home in the middle of the night.
This is not real.
When her twin sister is killed, a blind medium sets out on a deadly mission to get revenge on those responsible for her death. Darcy discovers that the death of her sister is tied to a peculiar wooden mannequin that is life-size, and she begins to delve deeper into a terrifying reality. Darcy is not your typical protagonist. She is a warrior, a dogged individual, and someone who is in tune with forces that exist beyond the realm of mortals. Oddity encompasses a wide range of phenomena, including clairvoyance, cannibals, and eerie dolls and ghosts related to the paranormal. In Oddity, the story delves into Darcy's quest for vengeance against those responsible for her twin sister's death, leading her to uncover unsettling connections to dark, supernatural forces. As the investigation reveals a world filled with clairvoyance, haunted dolls, and bizarre paranormal phenomena, Darcy must confront both human and otherworldly threats. Her resilience and connection to the unseen forces around her make for a gripping and intense exploration of the unknown. Number 2. Late Night with the Devil.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for a live television first.
Good to see you again, Jack.
Lily, return to me.
After Jack Delroy, the host of a late-night show, suffers the loss of his beloved wife to lung cancer in 1977, the show decides to spice things up by presenting a possessed woman on live television. This decision comes while the show is currently experiencing low ratings. Moreover, it is the night of Halloween. Because it is a found-footage film, Late Night with the Devil is even more spine-tingling than it would have been otherwise. To imagine that a real-life television show wouldn't do something like this is a ridiculously far-fetched assumption. Late Night with the Devil takes the found-footage genre to a spine-chilling level by portraying a late-night television show gone horribly wrong. As the broadcast spirals into supernatural terror, the live exorcism becomes more than just a rating stunt. It unleashes a malevolent force that takes hold of both the host and the audience. The film taps into the fear of the unknown, questioning the thin veil between entertainment and real-life horror, leaving a lingering sense of dread long after the credits roll. Number 1. Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus, which is set in the chilling close quarters of a colonizer vessel, evokes the same claustrophobic, terrifying experience of flesh-eating aliens as its predecessors did. In spite of the fact that it is the 7th movie in the franchise, it takes place between the films Alien 1979 and Aliens 1986. During their hunt for improved living conditions, a group of space colonists make the mistake of visiting the wreckage of the USCSS Nostromo. This leads them to come face to face with an adversarial extraterrestrial being. In the event that a crew is unable to escape facehuggers, a lockdown will be initiated. In Alien Romulus, the crew's ill-fated exploration of the USCSS Nostromo wreckage unleashes a terrifying alien menace, forcing them into a perilous battle for survival. As they face the brutal reality of their situation, the film delves into themes of desperation, survival, and the overwhelming terror of an unstoppable extraterrestrial force. The claustrophobic environment and escalating threats create a relentless atmosphere, amplifying the horror that ensnares the crew at every turn.